Well, here we are back again with all my data. This time we're going to look at doing some searches or lookups, finds, however you might refer to them. What we're talking about is looking up data in data tables in all my data. So let's get started. There's the splash screen. Okay, we're working with the database, look up the top, called important data, and table within that database called businesses underscore tutorial. And over to the right here is the path to the database. Well, these are just some businesses and things that I collected here. So we're going to do some various searches. Let's go out and take a look. See, we go over to this spreadsheet icon and take a look at what the whole table looks like. We can see here there's a lot of stuff in the table. Okay, various businesses, WorldCom Wireless, Clearwater Internet. Some of these I don't even know what they are. So let's go back over here and do a search, okay? Now there's a couple of powerful searches. There's more than two ways to search for data or look up data in all my data, but the two main ones that we'll be using is from this window here, and I'm going to click on this one that says all fields, from this dialog window here. Okay, that's two places to search from. Let's start here. Let's say that we know that we have some company in New Jersey, say, but we can't think of the name of the company. So let's just look up everything that's in New Jersey. So I'm going to first go to the pencil eraser right here, erase all the data on here, and then enter the data that I want to search for. So I want to search for New Jersey and state. Okay, we use abbreviations in this table, so NJ, and go up here to the spyglasses, click on that, good old binoculars, and look down here. The first one we got is row 526, and it becomes a view. When you do a search, the results that's returned to you is called a view. See, it doesn't say the table has how many records. It says a view has 3 records. So we searched on NJ. Let's go over and take a look. Go over here to the spreadsheet icon, and let's see. Yep, see, under state, all 3 of these that came up have New Jersey in them. Okay. Let's do one for Colorado. Okay, where's state? Oh, there it is. CO's abbreviation, I do believe. Aha, we got 16 this time. 16 for Colorado. And look over here. See, state right there. They all have Colorado. All the ones that didn't have Colorado, we didn't get those. Now, suppose in Colorado, we wanted to, well, let me look at this again. Hold on a minute. Yeah, okay. In last name or first name, we could have, say, UPS for post office or something like that, IRS. So let's do that again. Let's clear everything out. This time, let's put in UPS and Colorado in the state. Okay, let's see what we get. Ah, we got one. See, there was only one that had UPS and Colorado, both. See, now we're looking at a view. We can switch back to the entire table by follow the mouse, going right up here, and watch what happens when we click this. See, it switched over to the other side and it turned green. Now, if we go down and look at the table, we got 140 of them in there. Okay, let's go back out here and take a look at what we have again. We have Blue Cross Blue Shield and 2 of them. And we have PSNC. We have a lot of stuff. We have Smart. And by the way, we can easily sort these. Just click there. See, now they're all alphabetical, starting with A and B. Click again, and it reverses them with the highest letter first. Okay, and as we come down here, we can see, for example, we have a Western Union and we have a Western Digit. Okay, that's 2 things that we have that have Western in them. So let's go back over here and let's search now on Western and see what we come up with. Okay, let's do this and let's put Western in here. Let's don't even put the whole thing in. Let's just put WES. See what we get. Because look at this. See, we said we will accept any ending to what we put in there. So that means it can be WES anything. If we click here, any beginning, that means it can start with anything. But since that one is not checked, it has to start with WES, but it can end with anything. So let's see what we get. Okay, we got 2. Let's go look at them. Yep, Western Union and Western Digital. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's send it back to the table again. So we got the whole table, and let's go over here again and look. And let's do that same sort we did before. Now, if we were to do A, just plain A, and last name, we would get a lot of them. Or maybe let's sort first name. Yeah, first name also has a lot of A's in it. Okay, so let's try that. Nothing but an A. And we hit our search button here. And look down here, we got 12. Let's go see what we got. I'm sure that's the 12 that we saw that started with A before. Okay, let's go back, switch back to the table. Go back and look. Now we see we have some C's and A's. They're all mixed up now because they're not sorted. We unsorted them when we selected it before. Okay, let's do it from the high letter down. In other words, it's sorted in descending order rather than ascending order. There's something here that says TRW, Credit Bureau. Let's go over here. Now, this time, let's go here to all fields, and let's put TRW in there. Okay, this one will remember up to how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up to 60. It'll remember up to 60 searches, so you can just click on a button if you want that search again. And they will be sorted in alphabetical order. So we're going to say TRW. Now, the thing about this is we're not telling it what field to look in, because down here we're saying we say all searchable columns, which means all searchable fields. So we don't care. We're just not going to worry about where it's at. This is a case you would use if you say, It's TRW something or another, but I can't remember if that was the name or the address or what. So it'll just go through all of them. And if it finds TRW anywhere to give it to us, let's do it. Okay, it only found one. Only found one that has a TRW in it, and that's true. There was only one over there before. So let's go back to the table and let's go over here and let's get something more interesting. It's hard to figure out a way to really show you what I would like to show you. Let's search on bank this time, BANK, and see what we get. Now see, CO and TRW are still in there. Let's put BANK in there. But let's not put the whole thing. Let's just put BA. What do you say? Okay. BA got us a lot of them. Now, if we get more than a certain number, and you will be the one that will set that number in AllmyData, or you can use the default. I think the default is 12 or something like that. If you get more than 12 hits, it automatically opens it up in here, okay? But we got a lot of them. Let's go back and see what we got here. We have 43 hits of stuff that just started with BA. Now let's go and prove it. Let's look at a few of them. Now, like this first one, we got to find BA in there somewhere, otherwise it should not have given it to us. Was it BA? I think it was, because I don't see BA here. Let me go back and see what we searched on. Hold on just a moment. It was BA. Okay. So I'm going to cancel out of here. And we're going to go back here to BA to look at the BAs. Okay. Now, where is the BA in this one? Amazon phone manage. It's probably in here. Let's see if it is. Let's open this up. I'm going to right click on that. Okay, it opened it up, and there's manage your Kindle, Amazon.com. Oh, I can barely read it. There's a BA in there somewhere. BA. I can't find it, but I know it's there. Or we wouldn't have this. BA. I really don't see it, but I know it's there. Let's, this one is, let's take it over to the other side. I'm going to double click here. This is row number 48. Oh, we didn't get 48. Hold on a minute. That's because two of them are selected. Okay, this is number 48. Now let's see if we can find that BA. It's gotta be in here. Oh, I didn't see all of this over there. I was looking in code. Sure, it's in here. Okay, I'm going to show you an easy way to find it. I'm going to go to the big box editor. I first click there and then I click here. That sends me to the big box editor. Ooh, it's got an ugly color, doesn't it? Let's find BA. There it is for one. There it is again. So we know we got BAs in here. So let's get out of column editor and go back over here. Okay, that's good. So we know we have the BA that we were looking for. Now let me show you another thing about this. As these fill up, it'll kick out the oldest one and put the newest one in, but it always keeps them in alphabetical order. Now, if you don't want it to kick one out, one is very important to you. Let's say like the TRW is very important. We can right click on it right here and say freeze this button. Okay. Sorry about all that confusion. Let's go back over here now. See, this one is frozen. It changes color when it's frozen. It will not kick that one out. It'll move around so that it stays in alphabetical order, but it won't kick it out. Okay. We could tell it what fields we want to search in by manipulating over here. And I don't want to take up your time with too much of that. So we'll just get out of here. So that's pretty much what I wanted to show you about searching. If you want to know more about searching, that's a good write-up in the manual on it, so you could look at that. And there's a lot more to it than what we covered here. But this is primarily what you'll be using most of the time. Now, I will just cover a couple other things. Let me do an erasure here, delete all of these fields out of here so we can do a search. Now we can say, give me every record that has anything in it in code. I don't care what it is, by putting an asterisk there. And we do our search. Okay. So if we look over here, every one of these records should have something in code. And so far they do. Code is this column right here. Let's just go down kind of slowly so we can see. See, every column has something in code. And how many did we get? We got 61. How many is in the table? The table has 140. Okay, now this time let's do the opposite. Let's say, give me all the records that have nothing in code. And we do that by the less than and greater than symbols back to back. Okay, and we do this. Okay, now all that we get, see, look at code. There's nothing in code, see, so far. Let's go all the way down. That's nothing. Because we told it, give us the ones that don't have anything in code. Okay, now we could also, let's go back to the table. Let's go over to the spreadsheet. We could also say, give us everything that starts with a T in last name. It's not many T's. Let's get something that has more to make more sense. Say everything that starts with an A in last name. And say everything that starts. No, I gotta do this again. Hold on a minute. Everything that starts with A in last name, and everything that starts with problem is the last name and first name on most of these are the same. So hold on, I'm just looking through here for something. Let me see about everything that starts with a B. That's not a good example either. C's. Okay. With C's, we can do an S. We have a sound blaster here from Creative Labs. So we could do, for C's, we could do an S. Okay. We could say, give us all the C's, everything starting with C in last name and everything starting with S in first name. Okay, let's see how that turns out. So we put a C in last name, and we put an S in first name, and we say go for it. All right, it gave us 2. Now this one has a C in first name and an S in the last name. Let's go over to the next one. And this one has a C in the first name and an S in the last name. See, AllmyData understands when you talk to it in the right language, so it'll get you what you want almost all the time. Okay, so we go back over here to the table, and let's look at our navigation keys. See this one here? This will take you to the first record in the data set. Let's click it. It happens to be record 1, but it didn't have to be. Let's go to the next one, but with this one. See, the next one is 8. Okay, let's go back. The first one is 1, row 1 in the record set. The next one is row 8 in the record set because they sorted that way. And let's see what the next one is. The next one is 12. So we have 1, 8, and 12. See the next one. And 16. 1, 8, 12, and 16. Let's go back to the first one. First one is 1. Now, this time I'm going to right click on this one that said the next one. And it's, instead of going to 8, it should go to 2 if there is a 2. It should go to the next highest one. Let's see. The next highest one is an 8. Let's see. I guess so. Or either this feature has been disabled for some reason. Let me take a look at these things and see what they look like. Oh, 1, 8, 12. Let's sort these and see what's really there. That's the way it is. It really is. The others are missing. It's doing the right thing. It's 1, 8, 12, 13, 31, 32, 42, 45, 48. Okay. Let's save our data. Let's go to File and Table Operations and say Export or Backup. Which one is it going to be? Backup, Business Tutorial. Or we could have hit F12, see? That would have saved us a lot of time. So let's do that. Let's back it up. It generates a big, long name for us with all the good information in it that we need to identify exactly who this thing is. And it's going to make a file out of it. It's going to make an XML file. And we can always load that XML file back into any table we want to, and it will create a table for us with whatever name we tell it, with this exact data that we got in this table, because we're saving it. Let's just save this, okay? Okay, it said it exported 140 rows, blah, 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 blah. Processing took less time than 1 second, okay. And then we come down here and we have AllmyData set up for 3 mirrors. We can set it up for anything we want, up to 10 mirrors or no mirrors at all. And here are the paths to the 3 mirrors we have. This is a little extra insurance. It gives you a copy of this table where we just put it, but it's also going to give us a copy in CDBW table backup and FDBW table backup and GDBW table backup. We'll also have copies there. So let's go with this. We can take them one at a time if you want to look at these buttons, or we could skip some. I'm not going to spend a lot of time doing that. So there we go. Sometimes it takes it a little time the first time you do it, but it's usually like zip for these little small tables anyway. Export it to 3 mirror paths. Okay. Is there anything else we should cover or look at here? Yeah. Let's do this. Let's go to the options window. And I'm going to set up here where it says renumber the rows, because our rows have some numbers missing, they're out of order. You got to do that first if you wanted to renumber them. And then you say, okay, permanently remove all the deleted records, and it also reorganizes the table. Okay. Now it says here, what do you want to sort on to do this? And I'm going to get rid of all of those by doing this and go up here and say record number. We want it to be by record number. Okay, so I say accept. And it tells us you're about to do something here, you know. So you sure you want to do that? And I'm going to say, yeah, go ahead. Okay, it did it. It didn't delete anything because there was nothing flagged for deletion. And it tells us the last reorg was this date and time, okay? And now it says you may display all reminders at this time if you will. I'm going to say no. And it also says, is it your desire to compact the database? I'm going to say compact this thing. No, I'm going to say no. We don't want to do that. Because sometimes, depending on the conditions, it might shut down after compacting and have to restart. But anyway, let's take a look at it now and see what it looks like. Okay, remember before it said 1, 8, 12, 16. Now it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, all the way up to 140. There it is, 140. Now, let's save. No, we don't have to save this one. We can do this anytime we want to. Let's restore the other one that we saved back in here. But let me show you first how the other one can go into any table you want it to go into. So let's go to File and say Table Operation and look for Import a Table. There it is. Or we could have held the Control key and clicked I. It would have done the same thing. So we say we want to import a table. It wants us to give it a table name right here. So I'm going to say New Table, just for lack of anything else. And then come down here and say Browse Folders. Okay, it took us right to Important Data Business Tutorial where it saves those. And we can see here, let's get the name, the date and time of the last one we did. Let's put the oldest one at the top. No, I mean the newest one at the top. Okay, let's go with that one. It says, you sure you want to do this? Yes, go ahead. Now, all of these color schemes right here, it's telling us you can choose a color scheme or you can go with the one that was saved in it if you want to. I'm going to say, let's go with a different one. Let's go with one strawberry grape. Do you want to open this new table? Yes, open it. And there it is. That's the color scheme, strawberry grape. That's what I named it. You can rename them if you want to. You can make up your own color schemes too. That's another tutorial. Okay, so what did we do here? Let's see if this is the same data we had before. Look at that. The same data. And see the record numbers 1, 8, 12, 16, 31, 32. The same data. Okay. Now, we can go back to, this is one called New Table. See, important data. It's the same database. And here's the path to the database. And it's called New Table. Let's go back to the other one that we were working with, Business Tutorial. Okay. Now this has the same data, but it's sorted in a different order. Let's look at it. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. we're not missing. We don't have any gaps in there. Okay, but we can take this one also back to where it was before. With the table open, we can say Control R, or we can go here and say Restore. Go to Table Operations, all these under the File menu, and say Restore. Where is it? Or does it call it Import? It should say Restore, I think. Yeah, no. Oh, here it is. I can't see. See, Control R would have done the same thing for you. So I'm going to click this. Okay, now it says, do you want to restore all the rows? We could search and do a lot, play around with this and just restore one row, several, depending on circumstances. So I'm going to say all. Restore all rows. Okay, and now let's take it out. Let's not trust this. Let's take it out and make sure we get the right one. Okay, this is the same one we got for that other table. Let's do it. Okay, yes, go ahead and restore it. Use the same colors. So I just canceled out of there. Okay, let's see what okay, now this is still businesses tutorials. Now I'm thinking the order should be 1, 8, 12, 16, 31, 32 like it was before. And there it is, 1, 8, 12, 16, 31, 32. See, so, okay, that just about ends up this tutorial. What we did here was we did searches. We did searches from this window. We did searches from the all fields window. This, anything you tell it to search in this window will search through all of the fields unless you come down here and change it. You can customize it down here if you don't want all the fields. But the default is for it to search through all of the fields and find anything, and it saves whatever we put in here. Now, why we had TRW frozen before, but it's not frozen now. This is because we exported from one table, imported back into another table, and the one we exported from did not have it frozen, so let's freeze it. That's a simple thing. So it's frozen now. And if we wanted to do a search on CO, do it. What did I do? There's no COs. That should have been. Let's do a TRW search. Okay, TRW found one record. That's the way it should be. I thought it was something out there for CO. Oh, it is. It's a lot of them. Okay, I don't know what I did. Okay, there's 92 records that have CO in it. And if we look through all those, I guarantee you we'll find CO somewhere in one of those fields. Okay, so we search from this window, we search from this window. And we did a search where we said we cleared out all of the fields with the eraser here, and we put an asterisk in one of them where we said, give me every record that has something in this field. This time we said has something in last name. That should be all of them, really, because I think they all have something there. Let's see how many we got. Yeah, the view has 140. That's right. And we also said, give me every record that doesn't have anything in a particular field. And let's use this field. We know this field has something in every record. So now we should get nothing back because there's no record that doesn't have anything in last name. So let's prove that. Okay, this says, did not find any matching rows. This may be a problem with the sort list. What do you want to do? Continue processing. Okay. And we can get our data back here several ways. We could just move to the next record. Did it go to the next record? No, it won't go to the next record with that in there. Sorry about that. The best way to get it back is just to reopen the database or reopen the table. That'll put it back and put you at the same row again. Okay, so what did we do? We'd use the navigating keys a little bit. Okay, not much. One other thing before we leave, here's how you lock and unlock your data. When it's green and you see it's not quite locked, it's unlocked. If we lock it, just click it, it turns red. It's locked now. We can't enter anything into this field. See, not allowed. But it should have put it back for us. It didn't. That's something I'll have to look into. But we'll get it back. Just do what we did before. Just reopen it. It'll bring it right back to the same place. It still has the data. Okay. So right back to row 1. That's about it. That pretty much wraps it up. And I just thank the Lord for enabling me to be able to bring forth this product. See you next time. Bye.